Hey guys, it's Jerry McManus from Keller Williams, your friendly neighborhood real estate agent for 21 years now. Today we're going to talk about something that answers that ages-old question, how's the market? But before we talk about that, do me a favor, hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe so that we can both stay in touch, and it also helps out our algorithm so we can get the good news out. So what we want to talk about today is the market conditions that we see out there, because there has been a substantial shift in the market since the frothy days of the last few years. What we have going on now is that we see days on market have increased overall across the board. Not too long ago, it seemed like you could make an announcement from your front step and say, hey, my house is for sale, and it would sell. Not so much anymore. Skills is the new buzzword here in our business. You want to make sure that your agent comes with a good skill set. A few of the things that I've seen happen nowadays is that folks, number one, do not know how to price homes. And that is a very scary thing, because what had happened in the past is that the market saved people with no skills. My gosh, that sounds incredible, Jerry. What does that mean? Say for the sake of argument, you had a house that ordinarily would sell for $400,000. A few years back, everything was going so fast, everybody was pre-programmed to bid up homes. But now with the days on market increasing, the idea of that people wanting to get some kind of deal seems to be creeping into the market. But now when you marry the two things, you may not be able to get full market value for your house with that pricing strategy. So it's very important that you and your agent price your house to the market going into the selling process. Now, with that, you're probably not going to sell in your first weekend, but by the second or third, you'll see that you're going to be getting, again, normal activity, normal amounts of offers, not 30 offers, not 40 offers, not people lined up down the street and things of that nature, but a normal traffic pattern, because it's my belief that with today's supply and demand fundamentals, we're more towards a balanced market at this point. There still are pockets in the market that do not have the inventory that they need, but in some other areas, I've also noticed that there's more than enough inventory on the market. And I have friends all over the country, I know I've mentioned that before on other videos, that they tell me that there's areas like, say for the sake of argument, you have a number of federal workers and some folks are getting laid off, or there's a fear of being laid off, so some folks are being proactive. So the thing that's important is that for you and your agent, you want to be able to have that conversation to find out exactly what are the current market conditions in your local market. Real estate is hyper local, so what's going on in one town, maybe 10 or 15 miles away, isn't what's going on in the other town. So please, understand that the market has shifted, days on market have increased, but also with that, the number of bids, offers, and the hysteria just isn't there anymore. My number is in the end screen so that we can, again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks again, gang. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell. This way we can stay connected. Here's my contact information should you have any questions. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video.